What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B. A little something different today. Don't have any comics to show for the haul video. So what I'm going to do today is I belong to a Facebook group, comic book collectors, and I wanted to share a video with a review of the different types of cases that are a good alternative to CGC slabs for people that don't necessarily care about grading or selling, but just want to protect their high value books, to keep them from getting damaged. So I did a review of 3 cases that I use, and I'm going to put them on this video. I thought I would remix this a little bit, so it's going to look weird when we come on it, but doesn't have my usual intro, but we're going to do this intro for it and add it to it and kind of edit it in a little bit. So I thought I would share it with you guys on my YouTube channel, even though I think I've done one of these before. It's been a while back, but for those of you who are new to the channel, we'll do it again. With that being said, let's just get on with it. Yeah, let's do it. What's up, group? Razorbat here. I just made a post to the administrators of this group that asking if I could do a short review on a couple of the comic book cases that are available out there that are alternatives to CGC. A lot of people come on here in the group and they ask, should I slab it? Should I not slab it? A lot of them say, I don't care about, value. I just want to protect my books, but I still use CGC. And the short answer I always give to people is, if you're going to sell your books, it's crazy not to send them to CGC, especially key books. Key books, don't send a dollar bin book to CGC. You're not going to get a return on your investment. But if you're going to send a valuable book and you're going to sell it, then most definitely send it to CGC. You're going to get more bang for your buck. So, but for those of you who say, I'm not interested in selling, I just want to protect my books, then there are some other options. Probably the most common is comic capsules. I got this one in here, my little commission that I did. The thing here's comic capsules are essentially a modified top loader, and I will take this out because I want to show you they are tight. If you want to put them in there with a bag and a board on them, they're extremely tight. They are an acrylic, kind of a thin acrylic on the front, reminiscent of the old CD and cassette cases. Kind of that, I'm a plastics guy, so you probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But, if you ever got a CD or a cassette tape, that brittle, thin plastics. And the back of it is more of a polypropylene, a softer plastic that allows for this to be hinged like such. Now, the issues that I have with these are about $10, $11 a piece, like $12 for a silver size. But you can get them, I'll show a little graphic here, that you can get them on anywhere. You've probably seen these pop up in your Facebook feed, your Instagram feeds, your TikTok feeds. They are nothing if they don't saturate the market with advertising. But here's one problem while I have the comic book out. This is a problem that they had, and they were addressing, but I don't know if they actually fixed the problem or not. You see how hazy that is? These are older. I've had these for a while. So this is the back side. Apparently plastics release some sort of gases, and it causes this cloudiness but they have since, I believe, addressed that. I don't know if they fixed it because, like I said, I haven't bought any in a while. But my other issue is also that they are very tight. With you almost have to get a Silver Age size to get a modern, but you'll see that, and that fits in really tight. A lot of people will tell you that's great, because you don't want them to move around. I don't typically take my comics and jostle them around too much, so a little bit of give isn't going to hurt me any. But they are extremely tight. You almost have, like I said, to put one in there with a bag and a board, you almost want to get a silver size to fit a modern size bagged and board book. Also, that does have hanging here, so you can display them on your wall. That's what that empty spot is on my wall. That's where this one was. But as far as the clarity, it's not bad. Like I said, $11 or so for a silver size. They're not bad, but like I said, it's a modified top loader. Some of them can get a little tight on the clamping up here and don't want to clamp shut very well. And you kind of, it pinches the bag in some spots, but not a bad thing. They're not bad for $10, $11 a piece. Definitely a cheaper option. Like I said, pretty much a upscale top loader. And there is a place, they have a computer program that they send you where you can print out labels, so you can put labels on these if you want to. They just prints out a sticker and you put that on there. Seems kind of like you'd have to get some software for that, but I think they provide a link for it. Anyway, but that is one option. The next option, and this is the one that I use the most, because for the same price as the comic capsules, these are called Wonder June, and they're acrylic magnetic cases. These are akin to a CGC slab. Same type of material, hard, definitely sturdy. And also, I forgot to mention, these do offer UV protection. Whether you all agree or disagree on whether UV protection matters or doesn't matter, I would argue that some UV protection is better than no UV protection. So why not get one that has it? It's not hurting anything. But back to these Wonder June. These are magnetic acrylic. They are much thicker, as you can see, than the top loaders, or than the comic capsules. If you compare them to, they're much thicker, and as you can see, they're acrylic on both sides. Also, offer UV protection, and they also have two sizes. I'll put these up here, and you can see what the prices is on these. These are a little cheaper. They're actually about $10 a piece, and I mean, if you're going to pay $10 for a case, I would, that's why I go for these. But you can pick these up on Amazon. If you just type in Wonder June magnetic comic book cases, you can find these. And these here, they are, like I said, they have two small magnets up here. I'm going to take the book out. Also, the thing that things that these will do that the comic capsules will not do is these will also have a deep enough well for square bound books. You know, assuming not trade paperbacks, but just regular square bound books, and they fit in there pretty comfortably. I've tested it. But at any rate, again, they have the two magnets. There's only magnets at the top, and there's also a hanging tool there. The bottom of the case has 2 or 3 tabs, so that it's kind of hard to show. But so basically, when you put your book in, I'll try to show this the best I can. You'll basically slide the tabs in first, like so, and then it just closes. So it very easy, very easy. As far as the strength of the magnets go, they are not over, I mean, they're not like super strong. They're strong enough to keep it closed. And as I said, this is in Mylar. So this book's in Mylar. So it sits in there comfortably and closes up comfortably. And does it jostle around? There is some slop in there. It doesn't really slide around, but there is a little space, and if you tap it, especially in the non-Mylar, if you put it in a regular bagging board, if you tap it, it will move. So there is some excessive, a little bit of excessive space in there, but it's not egregious. If you're going to take it up and shake your comic like this, it will slide about 1/8 of an inch either way, but probably still not going to damage it. But however, if you do drop these, the magnets are probably not strong enough that it's going to keep it from popping open. I'll be honest with you. So that is one of the negative aspects, is the magnets are super, super strong. If you're displaying these on a shelf, you're going to be all right. They're going to be fine. But like I said, if you drop it, it's probably going to pop loose. The magnets are probably going to hold. But again, for the same price, for a little less than a comic capsule, much better quality, much sturdier, better looking, all around good option. The last option I'm saving for last is the more expensive option. These, last I checked, I just went to their website, and their website's jacked up, so I'm not sure. They're still active, but their website's kind of convoluted. Or I don't know what's going on with it, but it doesn't show the prices anymore, and you have to, I don't know. I'm going to put their Instagram up here. I happen to know Victor, who runs this site. He's a heck of a guy, heck of a nice guy. But these are a little pricier. Now, don't quote me on this, but last I looked into buying some of these, he had risen the price. These were approximately $26 a piece, and you have to buy 4 of them. So essentially, you buy 4 for $105. So these are pricier. The difference between these are also UV protected, also very hard acrylic. These are higher end. These look the best. They fasten together instead of snapping together or having a lid or anything. They have, there we go. They have 4 screws, and you can get the screws in various colors. But 4 screws hold them together. They also provide various sizes. They've recently added sizes that will accommodate the bigger books, like the old style Ninja Turtle books, stuff. The bigger ones, they have those sizes too. So that's a plus. They do have their branding etched onto it. And they will also do custom etching. It's on both sides, front and back. But they also do custom etching for, I think, like $10 more. They'll put a custom etching on there of something, like Venom, or I think they have a few choices. I did one with my YouTube logo on it. I don't have it anymore. My best friend talked me out of it. He wanted it so bad. But they did one. Of course, it's not going to be in color. But they did one with my YouTube logo on it, so that's a cool option. But as I said, these are more expensive, and you have to buy at least 4, whereas the other ones you can buy singles or doubles or whatever. So the price point, the downside is the price point is much higher. It's almost as much as CGC. I mean, $26, $27 for each case a piece, with a minimum of 4 is kind of pricey, so kind of priced me out. And their website is having issues. Like I said, it's Comic Capsules, all one, or excuse me, it's Gator Guard Comics, all one word on Instagram. you can message him. Victor's a hell of a nice guy, and he'll fix you up. But this is the more high-end option. Like I said, these look fantastic. These are great. You can drop these. They're not going to fall apart. They're tight enough. Now, I have mine in here without a bag and a board, which there is room for a bag and a board. It's a little tight. You might pinch just a little bit of the bag. Again, you probably need a silver size. If you're going to put them in Mylar and put them in here, you probably need a silver size bag or silver size case to accommodate a modern size bag and board for comfort. But there's without a bag and a board, there's a little bit of slop. If you tap them, they will move about, like I said, about a quarter inch either way. But they're fantastic cases. So that is the three options. That is the three options that I'm aware of that I use personally. Once again, I'll say it. Hey, collect your way. I will never tell anyone how to spend their money or what they should buy or how to collect. You collect how you like. If you're a CGC person, I'm not a CGC guy. I have a couple, but they were gifted to me through subscribers. So I hold on to them, but I don't send books into CGC. I'm not a CGC guy. But again, if I was going to sell these keys on my wall, I would probably invest in CGC to get the most of my money. So again, CGC for me is great if you're a buyer and a seller, to get the most of your money. If you're just collecting for PCs, then these cases will work just fine. My number one recommendation is the Wonder June cases. I love these things. For $10, the price is right. You can't beat it. Solid protection, very solid. As I said, they're probably even a little thicker than CGC. And all three options have UV protection. CGC does not. I'm not here to argue whether that's beneficial or not beneficial, whether it matters or don't matter. As you can see, I display my comic books, so UV protection, however little or much it may be, is helpful for me. So I don't like to store my books in dark closets, and I like to have them out and enjoy them. That's part of the fun of collecting for me. But you guys do you love it. But thought this little video would help out. Thank you to the administrators for allowing me the opportunity to post this. Hopefully this helps answer some questions for you guys, and will improve your collecting habits. But that's going to do it. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys later. Peace.